In today's video, I want to share with you how I was able to build more movement into my workday without needing to find more time, but by changing the question that I was asking myself. And if you're a woman over 40 who sits at a desk for long periods of time working online and you're wondering how to fit movement into your own very busy schedule, then this video is for you. If you listen to the end, if you stay till the end, I'm going to share with you the one simple question that I started asking myself that changed things for me. And if you listen to it, you might also find it useful for you. I also do have a free gift for you. It's a 2-minute desk reset, and it aligns with what you're discussing in the video today. So at the end of the video, I will tell you where to find it. So for many years, I used to tell myself the same thing, that I'm going to move more in my day when I get more time, or when my children are older, or when my business was more streamlined. The problem is that that day never came. In fact, I even got busier. At some point, I realized that what I was waiting for was probably never going to happen, and so I stopped looking for a full hour or for more time and began looking at the time that I already had. And that's what changed everything for me. So I used to think that for movement to happen, it had to fit into, a full hour, a chunk of time, a full workout for a full walk, something that you could tick off a box. However, I began to look at my day completely differently. For example, my morning walks are fixed on a calendar, just like you'd have any other appointment scheduled. Also, during my workday, I do not wait for the perfect time. I try to find gaps that exist within the different things that I already do in the day. For example, sometimes that might be a few minutes before a Zoom call starts, or the time that I'm waiting for a video to download, or when I finished writing an email and I'm waiting to do the next task. So I use those gaps to incorporate movement into my day, and that can be something like getting out of my desk and going to the kitchen, or just standing up against the window and staring outside for a few minutes. Staring outside for a few minutes, or going to grab a cup of tea, or just standing up and stretching. So none of these movements are huge or big, but all together they can make a huge difference. And the interesting thing is that I did not take these gaps as time away from my business. In fact, I take them as something that is useful for my business. When I'm able to move throughout my day, I'm more energetic, I'm able to focus better on my work. I don't get the mid-afternoon slump where I find myself reading a paragraph 2 to 3 times. I am able to stay more focused, I'm able to make decisions faster, and I'm even more patient. And by the end of the day, I feel like I've been working with my body and not against it. So the biggest shift for me was the question I began asking myself. Before, I would ask, do I have time to move today? And almost always the answer to that question was a no, because in all honesty, there was always something more to do, one more client to serve, one more email to write, and so on. And so the new question that I now started asking myself was, how can I fit movement into the day that I already have? And then almost immediately I began noticing gaps where opportunities for movement everywhere. That would be in between tasks, when I finish writing an email after a Zoom call. There's always an opportunity for me to move more. So these opportunities were always there, only that I was not noticing them. So if you're seated there waiting for the perfect time to incorporate more movement into your day, I want to gently remind you that to just get started. Stop waiting, because your business might not get any simpler. In fact, it might get busier, and it's possible for you to fit movement into even the busy days. The thing is to not focus on perfection, but to ensure that movement happens either way. If you'd like something to get started with, movements that you can incorporate during the few breaks that you're going to find in your workday, I have created a free 2-minute desk reset guide, and it's specifically for women over 40 who sit long hours at a desk. It's a simple movement that you can do right beside your desk or at your desk. You'll find it linked in the comments below. So my name is Irene, and this is the Move Everyday Club. for women over 40 who sit at a desk for long periods of time working, and they want to incorporate more simple, consistent movement into their day without needing to go to the gym or involving themselves in strenuous workouts. If this is you, please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.